But there's a lot of people that are out there saying that his goal was to put together 2 coaching staffs simultaneously. One to just handle the NIL and transfer portal, and the other to handle and recruiting, and the other to handle coaching. Which means you have all of, like, oh, wow, Josh McDaniels, Matt Patricia, they've never coached college. They've never recruited.
Doesn't matter.
They don't have to. He'll go get other people to do that. He's going to have – there's no way he's taking this job without unlimited funds. Hell yeah, this should scare you if you're a Canes fan. I'm going to give you one other thing. I'm not saying this is going to happen. But if I'm him, my first order of business is to go get one person right away, like today.
Talk to me.
I want Jalen Milroe on North Carolina.
Wow.
Jalen Milroe, quarterback Alabama, signed up to play for Saban. Got benched by Saban. Did not give up. I respect that young man so much. Like, you know what? I'm fighting back. He fought back, and he was great at the end of last year. Was great to start this year. Hasn't been that good the rest of the season. I don't think he should go pro. He ain't going to be a first-round pick. You know what gets him to the first round? Go play for Belichick for a year with Josh McDaniels as your offensive coordinator or whoever it is that Belichick has there. This is what I'm saying. He's going to go big game hunting for anyone he thinks is good because this is going to be a pipeline to the NFL.
Can I retort with one thing? And I don't even believe this to be the fact or the detail that would derail this whole thing, but Bill Belichick was 29-38 in his New England career post Tom Brady, right? Like, Bill Belichick did not have the same amount, and I know it's the National Football League, and this will be a lot different because he'll be in the ACC. We have seen him fail as of recently. We also just watched a whole hiring cycle where Bill Belichick couldn't get a job. Like, is there a chance that he goes to North Carolina and actually this is nothing to worry about? They fail miserably. They miss a bowl game.
I don't believe so. I'm sure some people would believe so. I am not one of those.
Yeah.
So if you look at it over the last 4 years, right, that you want to say that, oh my God, he was so terrible. In those 4 years where people want to say he was so terrible beyond Tom Brady, he made it to the playoffs, right? In one of those years.
Well, he had a Pro Bowl quarterback, so.
Yeah. He had Mac Jones as his quarterback. But again, he made it to the playoffs with one of those years. Okay? And by the way, literally Adam Schefter is reporting right now.
Oh, no.
North Carolina is working to try to close a deal with Bill Belichick to make the 6-time Super Bowl champion Tar Heels head coach. But sources told ESPN there are still issues that both sides need to work through.
Okay,
so
there's
it's
hope.
not done yet, I guess. Hope. Is that what's happening here?
There's hope. That means there's hope that Canes fans could potentially win a title. There's hope that, put the shirt away. Put the jacket back on. If Shefty said it's not finalized yet, Evan, you cannot throw the parade.
Yeah, rolling the champagne bottles out of the away locker room.
We've got to wait here. So it's not done yet.
You got ahead of yourself. You put the cart before the horse.
Here's the thing, Theo. What Mario Cristobal has done is phenomenal. And I believe that the Canes should be in on Jalen Milroe. Where better to go?
Dog, but in all seriousness, it does feel like this is not a leverage play by Belichick, right? Like, this is serious, him actually wanting to build a contender at Chapel Hill if the deal does get done.
That's what it seems like. Although I will ask the question, what happens if Buffalo or Philadelphia, to be specific, don't perform well in the postseason and they open up this offseason?
Yeah.
Then what? Those are not like, hey, get Ben Johnson, the coordinator for the Lions, who's like inches away from being a head coach. We need somebody who takes us from the 5-yard line to the goal line. Who better than Belichick? He doesn't need to find a quarterback. He has a team ready to go.
I believe, here's what I really believe will happen here. I think that it is a done deal that he'll end up at Chapel Hill. Bill Belichick is going to end up taking this job. I just think that the Steve Belichick thing is going to happen a lot sooner than we're anticipating. And maybe Nick Sirianni sticks around a year or two more. Maybe Sean McDermott sticks around a year or two more with Buffalo, and then that job opens after a couple of playoff failures. Because what I do think, too, there's no way, right? Like, there's no purpose in Bill going to Jacksonville, right, and coaching the Jaguars. There's no purpose in him going to New York. You think that North Carolina is a lesser job than the Jacksonville Jaguars today?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I think he'll make it a better job. But I think that if Bill Belichick had a chance to coach the Jacksonville Jaguars and he knew that already, I don't think he'd be talking to college teams. That's just my guesstimation, because you do have, unless he believes that Trevor Lawrence is completely broken.
He just got done dealing with I hear what you're saying there. And again, if he goes to Jacksonville, he'll have Mac Jones.
He didn't want Mac Jones the last year and a half, though.
Well, he'll get him in Jacksonville.
He won't. Well, yeah, we don't get rid of him. He wanted Baker Mayfield. That's all. All the reporting was that he wanted Baker Mayfield as his bridge quarterback, and ownership said, no, you drafted this guy. And I understand where the Crafts are coming from. Like, you drafted this guy, you got to do something with him. We're not going to go then additionally spend all that money. It is. Let's take a step back, right? No bits, no North Carolina fandom for a second. Theo, it is crazy to me that the single greatest NFL coach of all time is not deciding which offer to take.
Right.
That's the part that's your coach, Andy Reid. If any of these owners would say to Andy Reid, hey, you're the best coach in the sport right now, who should we hire? He'd laugh in their face and say, is that a joke? Bill Belichick.
Right.
Are you kidding me? Mike Tomlin, same thing. All the people that are the best at this profession would all say hire that guy.
But there's a reason why it's not happening, though. And I can't profess to know why that reason is, but there's a reason why it hasn't happened yet. And I don't think that he's going to wait. If they're this close to the finish line with North Carolina now, I don't believe he's waiting until after a postseason run to make this thing final. It's either happening today or tomorrow, or it's not happening at all with North Carolina. But I do believe Bill Belichick might actually care about being able to step onto a college campus, create something that probably has never been foreseen, and do something like what you said. You said on Unsportsmanlike a couple of days ago, you think if Bill Belichick takes that coaching job, they're going to break the record for the most kids drafted in one NFL draft, which would, I believe, be 15, right?
I'm saying 5 if he's there for 5 years,
if he stays
not right away.
I think 2 or 3 years in, because of the transfer portal, number one, but then also because of some of the guys he'll be able to get in recruiting, and because of the level of coaching he'll be able to give them with the super staff you're talking about him building, I don't think it's unreasonable to believe so. Now, it's not going to be a bunch of first-rounders.
Right, it doesn't have to be first-rounders.
Like,
but
late
to
rounders.
That point, people that believe that NFL teams don't draft players because they played for certain college coaches are nuts.
Yeah, no.
Look at the Eagles. The entire defense is Georgia's defense.
Exactly. And it's working out.
Hell yeah, it's working out. I mean, what are we talking about? Belichick took Rutgers guys. His entire secondary were Rutgers guys.
Yeah. It matters.
So what do you think? What do you think Andy Reid, again, let's use the two best, Andy Reid and Mike Tomlin. You think they wouldn't say in their personnel rooms, well, Theo Dorsey played 3 years for North Carolina under Belichick, but Christian Catt played 3 years at USC for Lincoln Riley. Where are we going?
Yeah.
They're going to be like, is that a joke? I don't have to worry about that guy coming in, showing up on time, playing hard, and football being the main thing for this person.
Done deal.
And being a good family man, student, all this. Like, I don't have to worry about any of that. If he made it 3 years of Bill Belichick, I don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
And that's exactly why I believe in today's day of NIL, today's day of the transfer portal, and being in North Carolina, that close to the Tidewater portal, not portal, but that pipeline, that close to a place where Clemson's not even touching the transfer portal, it can happen in a blink of an eye. It could be way quicker than what Deion was able to do at Colorado because of who Bill Belichick is as an actual head coach, and also the belief that the NFL has in him already to be able to produce that level of talent. I'm frightened by it. You're excited about it because you just can't wait to show off your Carolina blue, Evan. I'm sick. You make me sick.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I got more I got more over there. You want me to get something? Hold
Absolutely.
On. Right there.
Oh my gosh, this guy here. See, Kat, I don't know how we allow for this to happen. I got so much heat for becoming a Chiefs fan over the past few. Oh. So now we're bringing out the GOAT, another Palm Beach County resident, Michael Jordan, Carolina blue.
I haven't figured out if it's done which one I'm going to wear tomorrow. Maybe I'll wear both on TV tomorrow.
If you wear the Jordan jersey, can you go no undershirt?
You've seen me. You know the answer to that. No chance in hell.